Hello, everybody. It's me again, Safer today. Came to give you an update on my surgery from yesterday. This will have been my have been my final surgery, um, and I'm still recovering. I'm looking rough, but you know what? Who cares? I'm doubling up on my protein so I can heal faster, and I've been getting a lot of sleep. So, woo, 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 woo. But before we even get into anything about me, I have a friend that's in need, and I know I don't have much reach here, so I'm asking you to, at least share this video, um, because it's important to me. On one hand, I'm lucky. I have really good health benefits, and I have a very supportive work environment. I don't know about my friend's brother, and he's stacked with medical bills and could use some help. So if you'd look in the description and just go there and think about donating, please. That would mean so much to them and me, because that's my whole point of being here, is to help lift our community, help lift each other up, and not be ashamed to reach out when you need help. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so as you know, I had myofibrosarcoma in my arm, and again, that started way back in February when we noticed it. That led to an initial surgery to excise it and then have it analyzed. Once it was analyzed, it was confirmed to be the cancerous sarcoma, and turned out to be rare. So what I wanted to do was kind of archive my process, what I've gone through. I might do another video, which is a retrospective, which will show, the meat inside here, the muscle, the different phases that I've gone through. So uh, Friday before last, I had my initial uh, excision around the margins, and this is where they dug in. They took out that skin and the tissue around the affected area. And that got sent to the lab. The lab was like, okay, your margins still aren't great. There's a couple of millimeters here that we need to make sure of. So they needed to get me back in. So uh, now the last Friday, I went in and I got this done, and it opened up an even larger amount. Now, if I peel some of the bandage, you could see some of the sponge packing. I've got my wound vac on there right now, but this was after the graft. I finally made it to my graft yesterday. So, for any of you who are going through something like this, it'll likely be similar to and nothing that I say here is medical advice by any means, because I'm not a damn doctor. Um, if you find out you have a myofibrosarcoma, it'll typically be on the limbs. It could be the fingers, legs. You'll go to an orthopedist. They'll start checking you out and doing these very things. But what's involved is excision, ensuring the margins are clear, so that you know that the cancer is gone, and then you'll wind up with a skin graft. They'll usually take a bit from my thigh. I can't show you my thigh right now, but there's a big square of it on the front that is taken out, and it's just a layer of skin that was kind of shaved off. Forgive my crassness, but I just said it's like they took a deli slicer and then slapped the meat up here and made themselves a human sandwich, right? I don't know, man. Dark humor. You gotta find the humor where you can when you're not feeling great, right? So that's what they'll do. They'll take care of you. My team is super aggressive. Like this, once the results came out and the plans came through, like been one surgery, okay, margin's not clear. Another surgery, they took out another centimeter, and then about another week or so. Yesterday, I finally had my graft. They took skin from my thigh from the same side as the affected side. They layered that over. They've got it sutured in, and then they've got another wound vac. This one's on less suction than the original one was. The original one was on a 120, and it was pretty aggressive at maintaining the blood flow in here and keeping things fresh and free from infection. And any excess came through this tube over to my. Now, in my first reaching out video, I was talking to you about the what I thought would be a pit boy. Eh, not quite, but you got to carry it around with you, so that's something. But this is the device. It's pretty cool. I had a finicky one before my last surgery where I needed a refit on my dressings. Once I got that redressed, it was okay. But all the excess goes in here, and they've got this really cool powder in here that clots. It's in a baggie. Once the liquid hits it, it just starts clumping, and then it starts cascading up. And in a sick way, it kind of looks like the front of a Slurpee display when you see the Slurpees spinning around. That's what it kind of looks like, and it fills up. And I've already had to, after my second surgery, I think I had to go through a couple more canisters. But it's not too big a deal. My wife bought me a luggage cart or a garment rack thing that has wheels on it. So I can just, wherever I'm going, I put this up so I can stay upright and this thing won't yell at me. And then my tube, I can manage that without too much issue. So just little comforts you'll come up with for yourself. Little ways to put that ingenuity to use while you're recovering, right? Because it's not always going to be ideal, right? I'm not all done up because I'm rough. And human beings have rough days and they have tough days, right? Don't try to hide it. uh, it's okay to be a mess sometimes. Um, but to be honest with you, as grisly as this may sound, that there was a lot taken off, and right now, underneath all of this is a completely open wound. I flex my fingers, you'll see the muscle moving in tune. It's kind of neat, like if you look at it clinically, or if you look at it like a student of anatomy, but you're not used to seeing that on you, right? Or your friends, or so it took some getting used to. Um, but like I said, I had a very aggressive team. Home care came out and helped out. So it's been great to know that it's gone. To know that the sarcoma is out of me is great. And for good measure, um, what happens next is I'll get this removed on next Monday, and they'll check on my, where they sliced my thigh. They'll check on that. Here, what they're going to do after this is they're going to remove this, put a new dressing on, so I won't be tethered to the wound vac anymore. And then I'll just have a dressing that we need to replace every day that doesn't adhere, but it helps the skin start to take or epithelialize, if that's the right word. But I'm really confident. I'm encouraged. I don't feel very painful. I don't need many meds. They did give me they gave me one of those heavy ones, but Tylenol has been pretty good for me because the pain usually comes from working my digits. It's still tough to type, which sucks because that's my job, right? But like I said, I have a supportive work environment. Friends have been supportive. A whole line of people that have been praying for me, that have been speaking life into my everyday existence. It has really helped. So this is me again, giving you an update, not just on me, but on an example of how building community and sharing your life with other people. It doesn't just help you; it helps them. But when you ask somebody for help, most people will just say yeah, but you don't know what's going on in their head. What they're going on in their head is that you value them, you like you like them, you know that they have a way they can support you, and you're reaching out to them for that. It's a really good feeling when somebody asks you for help. So think of it on the other side, right? Think, a friend you haven't called in a while. What is something you like about them? Why don't you spend about 10-15 minutes thinking about your friends and thinking about what you like about them. Which one would you call in a certain scenario? Let's say you're having girl or boy problems or whatever. Who would you want to speak to the most? Who has the most wisdom in that area, right? Uh, you want to know what you want to do, for a living. Who are people that are doing it, and who would you choose? Who would you talk to? Who would you reach out to give you a good leg up, right? These are all resources, and you are also a great resource. The things that you're going through will also help others. That's kind of how we all feed together into this thing. We all have something to offer one another. And not on the bad side, but your friends like to see you in need sometimes so that they can help you. They're just waiting for you to reach out. And I'm not saying that they're rooting for you to go through bad things. Not at all. It's just people want to be there for you, whether you realize it or not. That's really all I got to say. Please, again, read my description. That's what's most important to me right here, right now. I'm going to be fine. This ain't nothing. And that's it. And then I should be, so the medical stuff has just been consuming everything. I went into this thinking that I could just, do my work in between this stuff. I actually had to use PTO and sick time because it's just so much, so many appointments, follow-up calls, things to do, maintaining the family, all those things. It just never gets in the way. So use that time off when you can. Don't try to be a hero all the time because you'll burn out. I guarantee it. Despite the way I look right now, I'm feeling pretty damn good. Got me my favorite soda. Got my family downstairs chilling. I had burgers for dinner. It was pretty doggone good. Life is awesome. God is great. Y'all are great. Have a good one.